What's up, guys? It's your boys from Madden.com, and today we're going to break down another play out of gun tight doubles. The past two videos that I've covered have been out of this formation, and I just kind of want to continue it because it's the formation that I'm in right now, and I'm just really enjoying it, and this is another really good play. Now, one thing I want to mention is this is actually the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive playbook. I've been going over plays in the Oakland Raiders playbook, so if you can only use one playbook, I'm obviously going to recommend the Raiders over the Steelers, but this play is very good. So if you run a custom, you need to add this to your gun tight doubles right after you're done watching this video. So like I said, this is the Steelers playbook, not the Raiders. So if you look for this play in the Raiders, you're not going to find it. And what we're going to do is talk about personnel real quick. I like to put my best receiver here, so Amari Cooper. You're going to put your fastest guy on the team right here in the slot position on the left. Your fastest tight end on the roster regardless of rating. And then this guy doesn't matter too much. I mean, just have someone fast too, but I mean, sometimes he's just going to be on a flat route, so it doesn't matter too much. And we're going to talk about cross wheels. We'll go against a random play. So if you've been watching my other videos, I tell you guys to have your tight end on the short side. So that means if the ball is on the right hash mark, which it is right now, that means your tight end is going to be on the right side of the field. It's exactly what we have. So always have your tight end on the short side. That's very important. So I'm going to go over a few different setups. And if you want the full scheme, you can check it out on acemadden.com. I break down, various plays out of this formation as well as other formations. And I have some very good competitive Madden players who are actually in the pro Madden scene who break down other formations as well. You can check them out. They have really good content on there as well. The link will be in the description as well as the comment section. So let's get right into it. What we're going to do is talk about my favorite setup first, which we're going to put B, which is our outside receiver on the right, on a flat. And then we're going to streak Y. And then we're going to click onto our outside receiver on the left, and we're going to motion him. So our first read is going to be this wheel. The wheel is our money route on the play. And then the next thing we're going to look for is probably the little crossing route from our tight end. Or it'll be the running back on his wheel, which is a very special wheel route, which we'll talk about more in a second. It just kind of depends on what the user's doing. A and RB can both alternate as my second read. But the wheel route is always my first read. And that's because he beats man coverage. He also bombs cover 2. And he also can get open versus cover 3. It just depends on what flat route they're using. Or flat zone that they have on the field. So same setup. Let's see what we have. So this is actually, this was cover 3. So this is actually perfect. I actually wanted to show this because with wheel routes this year, if you motion them out and throw them too quickly, what's going to happen is you get an inaccurate quick throw. If you go back a few seconds and look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a little banner that came up. It says inaccurate quick throw. So you see how open he is? But I believe I'm throwing it right here. So you don't want to start this throwing motion until he breaks up the field. It's very important. If you wait just a tick longer, it'll be an accurate throw and it won't sail out of bounds. But this was cover 3, and you see this outside third starts to bail because he's worried about this streak from the inside, and then it's a little too late to play that wheel. So you need like a cover 3 with like a flat zone from the safety to really stop that wheel route or user it. So right here we'll go ahead and do it again. So man blitz is going to do a pretty good job at defending this play because it's can't really throw that wheel route, well really either wheel route too quickly. So if I see like a double A gap look or they come out of 1-4-6, something that's just really blitz heavy, I usually like to put A on some kind of delay. So go ahead and pull up the tight end hot route menu, and then I usually put them on a delay fade, so it's going to be right stick up, and it should look like that. And what that's going to do, and do the same other hot routes. So we no longer have a presence over the middle, but we still have two very good sideline concepts. And, we kind of have to do this. I don't want to block my running back. I'd rather get rid of the little crosser. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. You're going to see you know, versus man coverage. I don't know how he might have been an underthrow by Dak, but that's almost always going to be a completion. So right here, you see how that was you see how the flat route really got out. Sorry, I keep saying flat route. It's flat zone. The flat zone got out there very quickly and made that wheel. Think it's a hard flat? Nope, that's a it's almost like a quarter flat, but they're not playing cover 4. It's like a seam flat maybe. So what we do immediately is we have this crosser. This streak is pushing up the hook zone or the vert hook, and this guy's going to come under. If you really want, you can just change him to a regular drag. That's completely up to you. I like to do less adjustments, so I just leave him on his. Plus, I like the little extra depth he gets. What that little extra depth is going to do is sometimes drags this year, they don't have consistent depth, and sometimes they get stuck on the offensive or defensive line, and this kind of makes sure that it's not going to happen. The next throw we're going to be talking about is going to be this one, and you're going to see he's wide open. And he's going to be open, I mean, a lot, mainly because zones really don't do a good job versus it. Man coverage can get beat as well. So I'm going to keep doing the same motion out, but we're going to be looking at the right side of the field now. And you're going to see that our flat route sucks out that defender, and there's a little hole for you to hit that wheel. So just like that. Even if it's a cloud or a purple or something like that. So right here, I don't like what I'm seeing. I think they could be sending pressure off the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delay. And then I'm going to do the same other adjustments. Read the wheel route first. And then you're going to see how we waited that time. Then we just possession catch. It's just a really easy completion. So that's my favorite setup. I'll do it a couple more times, and then I'm going to talk about a few more. Everything was bagged on this play. Expect those wheel routes to usually get open versus man coverage. I'm surprised the linebacker stayed with him. But that's the basic gist. I kind of want to show you cover 2. So video might take a little bit longer this way, but that's fine, because I didn't really get any good looks versus cover 2. So cross wheels, we'll do nickel normal. We'll just do a Tampa 2. And we'll do the exact same setup. And what I want to show you is this wheel route from the running back. He doesn't get wide open. You have to be a little crafty to make the catch, but it's a safe throw. You just got to practice it a little bit. But this motioned out wheel route's going to be a one-play touchdown. Well, not a one-play touchdown, but a really big play once he gets over that cloud. I usually like to possession catch it because the safety can get over there in a hurry, and I just like to, it's a big play, I don't want to lose it, so I usually possession catch it unless it's just completely open. I'll actually rack it here, and then there we go, there's our touchdown. You do need some time in the pocket, so if you know it's cover 2, go ahead and do something like this. Delay, fade your tight end, double team this guy. We have Tyron Smith on the left, we can leave him one-on-one, and then we'll take care. I chose to double team him, and he just got completely pooped on. So let's go ahead and do that again. I'm going to shift right this time because I know it's a 4-man rush, and then hopefully he gets picked up. See what happens. They're just shedding the absolute crap out of me. But that's what you're going to want to do if you know it's cover 2. It's just a basic stock rush, and you just want to hit that wheel. That's what you're going to do. And then as far as the wheel route goes, you're going to kind of throw it more like this. Pass lead it to the inside. So what you're going to see is the cloud flat gets pushed to the sideline, and this vert hook is just not in a good spot to defend it. So it gets between those two zones perfectly. Just get a little pass lead. This deep safety is doing nothing, and it's just a nice, easy possession catch. you just kind of have to practice this one, because if you don't pass it inside, or you throw it too soon, or you throw it too late, then that's where you could have some issues. But kind of just watch this clip a couple times and see how I timed it. Now, when you start using this play a lot, people are going to start manning up this running back, and what that's going to do is take it away at least immediately, but he can still get open down the sideline. So let's talk about the other setup. I'm going to go back to random defenses. So cross wheels, random play. So here's what I like to do. So it's kind of a long developing play, and I don't always want that. So what I'm going to do is mix in some other setups. So I'm going to put Y on a hitch, put A on a curl, and then we're going to put B on the flat route still. Okay, so this is perfect. I like this versus people who like to kind of blitz heavy. We're going to have a lot of quick reads. I mean, you really only have, well, I would say you actually do have 4 reads. I would not read the flat route. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is motioning this guy out, and I'm going to read him first. And then everything was pretty much bagged. I think this was some kind of match. Let me go ahead and go to instant replay, because I mean, I'm pretty sure I made my 4 reads and I didn't see anything open. Maybe the hitch was open immediately. I'm retarded. This wheel route was open. This wheel route was open. And the hitch was pretty much guarded. So it was really the wheel route that I had to hit. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that setup again. Read the wheel route properly this time. So this is actually a really good example here. So here's what I want to show you. The difference between the first 2 setups is we now have a hitch, obviously, from our slot receiver. And what that's going to do is this wheel route occupies 2 zones really well. I could have actually... What was this guy in? It's almost like a cover... It's like a cover 4 almost. It's really weird. I could have actually waited and hit the wheel. But you see how this flat zone goes way out there? This hitch is going to be wide open. That's kind of... I've been seeing some weird looks today in practice mode. Okay, so do it again. Go ahead and do a little swerve. Possession catch that. So right here, this is a perfect example of, you know, go ahead and do this setup. When I see the double A gap look, I tend to block an extra guy, just because some of these, like, I mean, I could do this setup versus that look, but it's just kind of habit for me. I want to feel comfortable picking some of this stuff up. So right here, go ahead and rat catch that. Usually going to come down with that one. Do not aggressive catch that. Keep doing this setup. Read the wheel route properly. Give it time. And I'm pretty sure that was the only open read that time. I've said that a couple times and I was wrong. Let me double check. Now, takes that wheel route away perfectly. Hitch is taken. Curl is taken. Wheel route is open. Now, one of these 3 routes are going to be open. It's really hard to take all 3 away because the spacing's really good. We have kind of a high-low over here. And if they're blitzing you, their user's going to have to basically defend one of those. So that's your kind of quick setup. And then one more setup I want to talk about is just something that I like to do to attack a different part of the field. We're going to actually drag X, streak Y, and then delay fade the tight end. I'm going to go double team this guy. And then what we'll do is motion our drag out. And then we'll have something like this. Usually what's going to happen, and this is, I'm pretty sure this was just straight man. But sometimes what will happen is that outside corner will kind of match to the post or the deep crosser. and that allows your running back to be one-on-one with whoever's manned up on him or whoever matches up on him. And then we have our drag coming back across the middle, so we have a high-low right there. And it's just a really good concept. We have extra protection as well. So right here, from what I said about double A gap, we're going to go ahead and delay fade, drag X, and then we can probably read our streak first. About to have our crosser, but Vic Beasley is not that good anymore. I don't know why he's wrecking the Cowboys offensive line, but it's getting a little annoying. I don't know why I put that guy on a flat. Don't want that anymore. I'm just messing up completely right now. So this is what we want. There's our wheel. Good job by Deion Jones, I think. Fast linebacker. He kept up. This looks like man coverage, so let's go ahead and just do the setup that we know beats man coverage. And what we can do is actually, you know what, let's go ahead and curl Y, because we know we're not going to throw the streak. You're actually going to low ball that. Don't high ball it. That was a high ball. You can low ball that curl. Go back to our other setup. Our last setup, I should say. And it's just, I'm getting shedded so quickly. It's hard to make this throw happen, but the point of it is to get, you know, Y to clear things out for you, and then you can hit that after. Go ahead and try. And that crossing route is not like a glitchy crossing route where he's going to get really good separation every time. Like, even if you have a good receiver there, it's not going to make much of a difference. But against zone, he's going to get open. I don't know why that keeps happening. Let's go ahead and look at here's our hot read. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Those are the three setups I like most out of this play. This play honestly is fantastic. This is a play that I would call multiple times a game just because it attacks different parts of the field. It can be a big play. It can be like a one-play touchdown, you know, versus man coverage or even sometimes cover 2. It can beat cover 3 if they don't have the right flat zone on the field. We have a good setup to, if they're blitz heavy, we can do this, of course. You'll see that we can just kind of not do that. Don't throw a pick. Don't know how that's pretty bad. But that will get open versus man coverage if you just let him sit for a second. And then the defender will be behind your tight end instead of in front of him. And then you can low ball it. And that's just the way it works this year, where you can actually just kind of wait on it. And there's a read on that play. But yeah, just kind of take it to practice mode. Be careful with those curls. I've thrown a couple picks on them, but you can't lowball them. I see Fancy doing it all the time. I don't use hitches and curls as much as some of the other guys in TNC, which is the crew that we have. They use them a lot more than I do, so they have more reps. But I've seen them do it, and all you have to do is really kind of wait on it. Wait till the defender's behind, and your tight end or receiver will actually box out and make it an easy throw. So just like that, guys, hopefully that wasn't too long of a video, but that's going to be it. Make sure that you add it to your custom playbook. I wouldn't recommend using Pittsburgh Steelers playbook just for this play, but it's something that, you know, it's a formation we've gone over, and it's another play to add to it. So make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe for more Madden 20 content, and I'll see you guys later.